Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the first family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Now, before we bring on today's all-star panel, and guys, we're finishing up the week with an all-star panel, and we give out winners for today's card. We can't start a show. You know our tradition. Good morning, Dionne.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. I love every day with you, but Fridays are really nice. We love doing the show. We love doing the baseball show. We'll tell you about that later. But I get a couple of days off on the weekends from doing shows. And we still get up very early, 1, 2 in the morning. But we have some great events this week, and we're going to tell you about them later. With some great events next week. Draft week is coming. We're attending an event with some of the Baltimore Ravens. We have some other great things happening this upcoming week. I'll be at Monday's Dark, a great charity here in Southern Nevada. Guys, look into it. But I'll tell you about that on Monday's show. But before we go any further, this upcoming Sunday, a friend of ours.
Yes, very good friend.
One of Vegas's own favorite sons, Derek England. You know him from the Vegas Golden Knights. He retired about a year ago. He will be signing. He has an appearance, signing autographs, free autographs, mind you, for a good friend, Rick, over at Sports Memory. I get a lot of my memorabilia from Rick, and I'm sitting in a room right here with well over 7 figures of memorabilia. I get a lot of my stuff from Rick at Sports Memory. Rick is bringing Derek England in at the Rampart Hotel and Casino by the Sportsbook this Sunday between 1 and 3 p.m. A free autograph picture. Plus, guys, you get a lot of other stuff. Rick's got great prices and some of the best memorabilia. He brings in some of the biggest names in sports. Joe Montana, the UNLV Rebels. Some of the best older guys from NFL, NBA, you name it. He brings in some of the best. We love him. A few years ago, we had Rick Barry. He brings in everybody. So, guys, come in and come see Derek England, get a free picture. Dionne and I will be there. Dice is excited because he's barking. Also, guys, there's something I have to address. The elephant in the room. No, nobody fat walked into the house. I want to tell you guys something. Everywhere on the internet, you see Mike Tyson beating up a helpless guy on an airplane. Now, I want to make a preemptive strike. I know Mike. Mike and I have been friends. We first met in 84. We became good friends in 85, 86. We went to a lot of the fights in Atlantic City together. You see me and Mike. I was 15, 16, 17. Mike was only a little bit older than me, but already a heavyweight monster. I was in the first row when he broke Marciano's knockout record to start his career against Jameson, 19 straight knockouts. You see me there. He comes right out after the fight, says hello to me, gives me a hug. I know Mike going on 40 years. I'm not going to say Mike is not a peculiar guy. I'm a peculiar guy, and I'm pretty sure you have your own peculiarities as well. But I want you to know, Dionne and I went through an issue like this a few years ago on the Strip. We were walking on Las Vegas Boulevard out in front of Planet Hollywood. Nice summer day. We each had a beer in our hands. Dionne, who's always carries herself like a lady, and thank God for that, but it was a nice summer day, 110, 15. She had shorts on. Somebody said something behind us. I told her, I say, tough guy, watch your mouth. 3 guys standing there, 2 monsters and a guy about my size. I lie, I say 5'8". As we were going past Planet Hollywood, we were going up the escalator. They were on the escalator behind us. They kept going on. Got up to the escalator. I had words with them. One of them had a UFC fight shirt on, and there was a UFC fight done. All 3 were UFC fighters. So now I get an argument with them. I told them, watch their mouth. Then one said something very nasty to Dan and came at me. As he came at me, I hit him, dropped him. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, I'm not going to get into the fact that I was a 3-time Gold Glove winner or a 6-degree black belt. I don't look for problems, all right? I really don't. I try to avoid them. The video that first went up all over social media was me chasing the other 2 guys down like a maniac and hitting them. Now, I did get the better of them 3, but a video that came out a little bit later says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Police were there. They saw the whole thing because they were standing in front of Planet Hollywood. They just didn't arrive quickly enough over the bridge where the altercation happened. Now, having said all this, it looked like I was a crazy person in the video running after 2 guys. The first guy was on the floor crying. The other 2 hit the floor. I want you to know something. What you didn't see in the video was the fact that this drunk guy went up to Mike on a plane, said, hey, can I get some picture? Gave him a picture. He chatted with him 5, 6, 7 minutes. Okay, it wasn't just a quick chat. And they kept bothering him, trying more, bothering him. Mike turned around and said, listen, I just want to enjoy the flight. It's been a long day. Let me be on my way. Appreciate it. The guy then got nasty with him, cursed at him, threw a water bottle at him. Now, all you see is Mike turning around in a chair, hitting this guy. you got to know what happens preceding to a video. You know, like the video that happened to me, I look like a crazy person chasing down two guys. I look like a meth head chasing down two guys going crazy.
But they never show the part before what was leading up to.
Yeah. So having said that, yes, Mike is a friend, and I know Mike. Mike is one of the most calm, docile, sweetest guys you'll ever meet.
And he's one of the biggest teddy bears out there.
Ever,
seriously.
Ever. One of the best sense of humor. And by the way, for those of you who don't think Mike is a smart guy, he may not know trigonometry, but I will tell you this. In the history of sports trivia, there is nobody on this planet that knows more about boxing than Mike Tyson. Jacobs and Clayton, I'm sorry, I'm babbling because I really am hot about this. Jacobs and Clayton left him their boxing library, and he knew every minute of every fight from every year, from every era. Nobody knows more about Mike. So he's not a dumb guy. He is a bright guy. Maybe not school smart, but I want you to know, Mike, we love you. We adore you. We're in your corner. F that guy. So having said that, guys, I'm sorry. It's just that a lot of these athletes, I hang out with a lot of these athletes, and a lot of these celebrities and musicians, they get harassed. They don't mind taking a picture. They don't mind posing for a photo, answering a question. But when people don't stop, it gets annoying. And Mike, we're right there with you. We love you. Now, sorry, guys. I ranted. Let's go into free plays, Dan. We got some announcements.
Before that, on a good note, SportsMemo has an amazing discount for both Joey and myself. Huge MLB season package, 50% off of MLB season package for either one of us. All you have to do is use code HOMERUN50 upon checkout. It is an amazing deal.
Sports fans, we told you at the beginning of this show, about an hour and a half ago after my rant. No, we told you at the beginning of the show that we have an all-star panel. We have a great panel. We have the Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Laguretos, and we have a pioneer in the sports betting industry, and certainly the best-looking guy in this industry, Ross Benjamin. Happy Friday, gentlemen.
Hi, guys.
I'm sorry I had a rant, but I really feel bad for some of these celebs, you know, and it doesn't stop, and I feel bad. So, you know, hey, the guy got what he deserves.
You know what, Joe? When I first met you, you were something, but after listening to that story, I now put you in another category. You're something else.
Thank you very much. I take it as that's good. I guess there's two ways we can take that. Sports fans, without any further ado, because you know how much I hate to do. Sports fans, let's go into today's first free winner from a pioneer in the sports betting industry. All over the leaderboards at SportsMemo. He's going to tell you what he's got going on tonight, and then he's going to give you another free winner, Ross Benjamin. Ross, take it away, handsome.
Boy, oh boy. I got to calm down a little bit, Joe, because you stressed me out with that story. Holy cow. Anyway, let's take a deep breath here. Man, oh, man. Milwaukee at Philadelphia. The game starts at 7:05 p.m. Eastern time. We're talking Major League Baseball, by the way. Two struggling starting pitchers, I should say, on the mound tonight. It'll be Freddy Peralta for the Milwaukee Brewers, and in two starts this year, he's been terrible. 11.57 ERA and a 2.29 WHIP, and I know Joe loves that term WHIP. And again, folks, I put a lot more emphasis on the WHIP than I do the ERA, but in this particular instance, both are terrible. And also, this is nothing new for Peralta because he made 3 spring training starts and had an ERA of over 11 in those outings. So something definitely is wrong with the Milwaukee right-hander. This will be his first start of the season against the Phillies. Last year, he made 2 starts against Philadelphia and had a lofty 7.04 ERA in Joe's favorite term, WHIP, 156. Not very good. Anyway, the Philadelphia bullpen, by the way, a 4.97 ERA. That continues to be a problem for the Phillies and has been for the last couple seasons. Now, both teams are coming on offensively after struggling to start the year. Milwaukee averaging 5.3 runs per game over their last 4, while Philadelphia 5.6 runs per game over their last 5. And the starter for the Philadelphia Phillies tonight will be Ranger Suarez, one of the best names in Major League Baseball, even better than Joe D'Amico. And I thought that was a great name. And in his 2 starts this year, he has a 196 WHIP and also a little over 5 ERA. And that's what I mean, folks. Walks, hits, plus innings pitched means a lot more to me than ERA. When I look at a 196 ERA and I see just over a 5 ERA, 196 WHIP, and I see just over a 5 ERA, that tells me he's lucky to even have just a 5 ERA. Should be somewhere around 7. So I'm going to go over the total here, guys. The Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies to go over the total of 8.
There he is, a pioneer of the sports betting industry, Mr. Ross Benjamin. Ross, I know you got to take off real quick because you walk it like you talk it. You got to get your games up on the website, and you also got to go put your bets in and probably off to another model shoot because, darn, you look good today. But before you go, can you tell everybody what you got going on tonight or maybe over the weekend, please?
The NBA, 16-8 the last 24. I was just telling Joe off air, tough loss last night with the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, Charles Barkley said it best. They have to be the stupidest team, most talented but stupidest team in the NBA, and they proved that again last night. They had a 26-point lead in the first half, got whittled down to 7, got it back up to 21, and then proceeded to get outscored in the last 14 minutes of the game, 40-12. Anyway, enough about the negative stuff. 16-8 with my last 24 in the NBA. 6-2 with my last 4% or better top plays. Also, folks, overall, 28-19, 61% with all picks since April 1st, and all of my plays of 4% or better. 9-3 with my last 12. That's good for 75%. Don't forget Major League Baseball. I got a 5% top play going in Major League Baseball tonight. Folks, I know this is going to sound off the wall, okay? And I know that you're going to question this, but it will be verified by SportsMemo and every other site that I'm on because I give the same picks on every site. My Major League Baseball, my NBA money line picks this year, I gave out 13 of them, minus 135 or less, or underdogs, 13-0. Since the start of last year, since I've been on SportsMemo, not only 13-0 this year, 20-1 since last year, and I got one of those going tonight in the Phoenix-New Orleans game. Do not miss it, folks. I'm ready to stuff your pocket with a big score.
13-0, my goodness. And he told you himself, just the month of April, over 61%. Overall, all sports, off the charts. Sports fans, I want you to know, he walk it like he talk it. Do something once, you're lucky. Do it twice, you're lucky. Do it for decades, and you're Ross Benjamin, and he is unrivaled. Ross, I know you've got to take off. You got that modeling shoot in Pago. You make me and Pavlos jealous as two good-looking guys. You're outshining us, but we love you.
Yeah, you know, you guys ain't too bad looking yourself, but you know the best looking out of all of us is that young lady sitting right next to you. Anyway, love you guys. Take care. Pablo, knock him dead, my man.
Have a great weekend, Ross. We love you. Bye-bye now. Sports fans, what a good show already. Ross already gives you a free winner. He is on fire. Go use some of those great discounts over at SportsMemo. Take advantage of that. Now, Pavlos is batting third today. We're going to bring the first lady up. Pavlos, you'll be back in a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sure. Guys, the first lady of Las Vegas. Did you win another free game yesterday?
I did. Another big win
Another
yesterday.
free game winner for Dionne. Make sure like 9, I believe 9-2 the last 11. I know on one of on the show yesterday, one of our other guests, he mistook your play. He was saying opposite, but this happens. We do a lot of games, guys, and we get up at 1 a.m. Our guests get up very early all over this country and all over the world in Pavlos' case, to accommodate you. So want you to know, though, Dionne, another free winner yesterday.
I did. I
know you got some exciting things happening tonight at SportsMemo, and I know you've got another free winner today. I think it's on baseball. I hope it's on baseball because your baseball's on fire.
I am. No problem. So yesterday, as Joey did say, I did get everyone paid yesterday with a big win in my NBA high roller play with the Warriors. And today we do it again as I release another NBA high roller play for just $7 posted over at SportsMemo right now. So make sure you head on over to the website and pick that up right after the show.
I love you say let's do it again because you haven't said that to me in years. Anyway, I couldn't hold that one back, guys. The first lady of Las Vegas, she's the light of my life, guys. She has another free winner. Can you tell everybody about your baseball free winner, please?
And like Joey did say, I did have another big win yesterday on the show with the under in the Cardinals Marlins game. And today I have a strong play on the diamond in the NL East matchup. So, you know, outside of the Mets, no other NL team has a winning record. But today is an ideal time for the defending World Series champions to start ascending in the division. Both on the mound and at the plate, Atlanta has had their issues this season. But Miami solely revolves around their pitching staff. And today, Trevor Rogers gets the start. He is winless at 0-2 and sports the highest ERA on the team, a whopping 12.15. He has struggled in his season career against the Braves, going 0-3 with a 6.75 ERA in 4 starts. Atlanta, they send Kyle Wright to the mound. In 11 innings pitched, he has 15 strikeouts and only 1 walk, sporting a 1-0 record with a 1.64 ERA. He has not had great numbers against the Marlins. However, this year, he's looking pretty strong so far. This is an ideal spot for Atlanta to make a move in the division and start winning. They are 4-1 the last 5 following an off day, 37-14 the last 51 following a loss, 20-7 the last 27 versus the NL East, and 15-6 the last 21 at home. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Braves here.
I didn't realize those streaks were as strong as they are. That's pretty darn good. She's made a believer out of me. The first lady of Las Vegas is take the Braves minus $140. I got to get down on it right after the show. She doesn't tell me her free games beforehand, and bothers me. She tells me literally a minute before we go on the air so I can put it in the battery you see before you, but she won't tell it to me beforehand.
Superstitious.
All right. Go use that 50% discount that Sports Memo is offering for Dionne. Use Home Run 50. You get 50% off the Major League Baseball season. If I'm not mistaken, comes out to just under $450.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of that. Now, we're going to go from windy Las Vegas. Normally it's Sunday. Windy Las Vegas to the beautiful beaches of Greece and bring on the Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Laguretos. Welcome, Pavlos.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, guys. Once again, I have some great announcements for you. I've been running really hot in the La Liga, perfect 7-0 run in the La Liga. I'm 5-0 in 5-unit and 10-unit La Liga bets this season. I haven't lost a single bet, and I have another 10-unit La Liga monster play for next Friday. So it's been going great. I have a couple of best bets up for tomorrow in the EPL, in the Bundesliga, in the Serie A. I have a best bet up for Sunday. So it's been going great. I'm coming off a great week with over 10 units of profit. So, now it's the best time to get a 30-day all access pass. You can use coupon code SOC60, SOC60 to get $60 off the monthly package for soccer, and you can get it for $119. That's just $4 per day. So it's a huge deal. So onwards to our free play for today. I'm going to take you guys to Italy for a match between Sampdoria and Verona. Verona, they still have hopes for a top 6 finish, but they're just mathematical at this point. So they can still run out the clock and maybe get some points and hope for other results to go their way. But here's the thing. I'm taking the over 2.5 goals here at minus 118. Verona, they have the 3rd most matches with over 2.5 goals in the Serie A this season with 22-11. They have the most home matches with over 2.5 goals with 13-3. And they also have the 3rd highest goal average in their home matches with 3.3 goals per game. And over 2.5 goals is 7-2 in their last 9 at home. Sampdoria, they're sitting at the 16th spot with 29 points, just 7 points above the red line, so they're far from safe from relegation. They have the 4th most matches with over 2.5 goals with 21-12, and each of the last 4 matches between the two sides had over 2.5 goals, so I expect something similar to happen today, as both teams, they need the points, and their stats suggest that we'll see an open match. So I like the over 2.5 goals at minus 118 here, and if you want an extra play, you can take Sampdoria's Francesco Caputo to score anytime at plus 220.
Sports fans, he is the Greek god of soccer. He's on fire. He's sweeping boards. He's killing books and taking names. He is Pavlos Laguretos, and he gave you a bonus play. Pavlos, we absolutely adore you on the show. And like I said, I said it before, Pavlos, and I'm going to continue to say it because it's true. I've never seen anybody dominate in one sport like you can in soccer. But if I'm not mistaken, are you going to be dabbling in other sports over the next few weeks?
Yeah. I'm waiting for the NFL playoffs. I have actually a lot of plays for the NBA playoffs, but I still don't. I'm not comfortable in loading them for clients. So for now, I just bet on them. So maybe as I gather more stats, because teams play better, play differently in the regular season and differently in playoffs, I'm still gathering stats. So when I have a big play that it's sure enough, I'll let you guys know.
Let me tell you, sports fans, being particular is something you want in your sports handicapper. Would you rather have one wife like Heidi Klum or 100 like Rosie O'Donnell? You'd rather have one wife like Heidi Klum, and that's what you get. Pavlos, who is the best I've ever seen in soccer, is being particular in some of these other sports. He's waiting until he has something he knows has a high percentage payoff for you, and that's when you jump on it with him. Pavlos, will you hang out till the end of the show?
Sure, of course.
I love him. You love him. Pavlos will be back in a minute. Sports fans, adjust your volumes. What?
I know.
What?
Because you're coming on. But it's okay. You know why?
Why?
Because I know you had an amazing day yesterday, and I believe you had a big game of the year that came in for you.
I did. I've been hit with the moniker the best big game hunter on the planet in this business, and I do the best I can for everybody out there. Yes, my friends, I swept the board last night in the NBA, including another 10% game of the year winner. Today, I continue to beat the books on the pro basketball hardwood. I have my coveted NBA 11-3 Las Vegas strip move and my slam dunk plays. Guys, the slam dunks 5-2 the last 7. They're about my most popular in the NBA. You can get on my hot streak and get paid. I have both winners posted right now in Sports Memo. Just $7 each. Guys, I'm not looking to price gouge it off of coming off a 10% game of the year winner last night. I want to make sure everybody from $5 better to $5,000 better can jump on these big winners. $7 a piece. You get them right now. I've got a big free winner today, and it's a big doggy, sports fans. My friend, today's free winner, we head on over to Angel Stadium. I know they're in first place in the AL West. I know they've won 7 of the last 9, and I know their hitting has been pretty good. But for the life of me, I just don't feel the Los Angeles Angels should be $1.85 favorite against anyone, and that does include the Baltimore Orioles. I don't know if you realize this, folks, but the Orioles pitching staff has been pretty good themselves in their own right. They're ranked 6th overall in both leagues with a team ERA of 2.87. I know their hitting is absolutely dreadful, but looking at today's starters, Bruce Zimmerman and Reed Detmers, I think this team has enormous value at plus 175 right now. Zimmerman is throwing well. In 9 innings pitched thus far this season, he has 10 strikeouts, sporting an ERA of 0.00. That's right. 0.00. That's a lot of zeros, guys. Detmers in 7.1 innings pitched. Did fan 8 batters, however, has 3 walks. A little problem with control right now. Whopping ERA of 8.59. Guys, like I said earlier in this analysis, I just don't see the Angels warranted being this high of a price. I mean, they're 0-5 the last 5 following an off day. 2-9 the last 11 during game 1 of a series. 5-13 the last 18 at home. I think there's value in taking Baltimore here, my friends. And look, this is what this comes down to, is getting paid and getting money in your pocket. No, do I think the Baltimore Orioles are going to contend for the AL East or be an AL pennant contender? No, I don't. But I do think there's enormous value in them at plus 175 in this matchup with these pitchers. Look for it, sprinkle some money on it. I like it. Let's bring Pavlos back, sports fans. Dionne, we have some announcements. First of all, at the Rampart Hotel and Casino this Sunday, our good friend Derek England from the Vegas Golden Knights. He was there for the first 3 seasons, I believe. I believe he retired last year. He's going to be there from 1 to 3 p.m. A free autograph picture from him, plus some other great sports memorabilia. Also, guys, this afternoon, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, live, I will be hosting Full Count, the Major League Betting sports betting show. Excuse me, guys. On the show today will be Jesse the Body Shul and the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico. So tune in today, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, before you pull the trigger on any of your baseball decisions for the day. Let me tell you this.
Yes.
I'm having a good time today. Guys, we would love it if you went to the Sports Memo YouTube channel. It takes 2 seconds. Sign up. We do this show Monday through Friday. We do a betting show. Myself and John Ryan do split the co-hosting hats there. Also, John Ryan does a ton of content. He does a couple shows a day, Monday through Friday. You're going to get great content. There's Ross Benjamin, who was on earlier on this show. He does content. Go over to Sports Memo's YouTube page. Follow him. Also, go to Sports Memo's Twitter channel. Follow it. I'm going to tell you now, the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at Sports Memo. They put up tons of free content. Follow them. Also, follow Pavlos at Paulie_WT. Dionne, what's your Twitter?
I am the First Lady of Vegas, and you are?
At Joe D'Amico Wins. If you hit us up, we will get back to you. Let me run down the free plays for today. Ross Benjamin, who had to go. He had a modeling shoot in Pago Pago. He's got Brewers, Phillies, over 8. Dionne, what did you have?
I am going with the Braves.
Pavlos?
Sampdoria at Verona. I have the over 2.5 goals.
and Joe D had the Orioles plus 175. Dionne, before you take us out of here, you mind if I ask Pavlos a question?
Sure, absolutely.
Pavlos, can you give us any closing thoughts or comments or anything you'd like to talk about before we head on out for the weekend?
I just wanted to say a couple of things about Mike Tyson, who has a really bad rep. But I saw, actually, the only video that I saw was the whole video, and I said, "What was the guy thinking? Why are you pestering Mike Tyson? Why are you pestering anyone in a plane?" That's the first thought. But Mike Tyson, I mean, maybe he lost a bet or something. Maybe the guy lost a bet and had to. I don't know what logical person goes and just be, he's a nuisance to any people, to any person. But Mike Tyson, of all people, I don't know, man. He had it coming. He had it coming.
Pavlos, I grew up in Little Italy, New York City, where certain guys got a kick in the butt, and nobody got a kick in the butt for no reason. There was something that preceded that kick in the butt, and I'll tell you this. I do have a lot of friends that are ex-fighters or current fighters. We hang out with them. I don't like to talk about current fighters because I'm in gambling. I don't want to tarnish their reputation. Mm-hmm. We don't talk gambling. We don't talk this or that. We're just friends. And I will tell you this. More than one occasion, on countless occasions, I have seen people go up to champions, go, "I bet I could kick your butt. I could do that. I would love this spot." And can I tell you this? A lot of these guys show enormous restraint. And what you see in that first video was just Mike Tyson hitting the guy defenseless in a chair. Yeah. You didn't see what preceded. And I'll tell you this, anybody hassles me and my wife, I'm going to whoop some ass. I'm going to whoop their ass. And I'll be honest with you. I'll try to walk away. I'll try to talk my way out of it. I'm a pretty good talker. And if I can't do that, you're going to get a punch in the eye. And I'll tell you that. Well, I'm a jawbone puncher. But in any case, Pablo, Dionne's going to take us out of here. Thank you for your closing thoughts. I appreciate that.
Don't forget, Joey and I do have that amazing discount going on right now. 50% off of our MLB season. All you have to do is use code HOMERUN50 upon checkout. Or maybe you can go ahead and stop over at SportsMemo, get a week, 7 days of both of our plays, either one of our plays, I should say, for just $99. And on behalf of SportsMemo, Pavlos and Ross and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Good luck to everybody out there. Good luck and have a winning day.